What is up, guys? This is Rise, and welcome to another video where Pokejoni, apologies to my man if I'm mispronouncing your name, but he has sent us some battles. He was super excited when I responded to him and told him, yeah, I'd be down to shoutcast his battles. Seemed like a fun team as we are here in the Summer Cup, and he is rocking Swampert with Crustle and Pidgeot, and the battles are in German, I believe. So we are going to be probably mispronouncing. I can't even attempt some of these things, man. You know what's funny is on my dad's side, I'm German. My mom's side, I'm Polish, and I can speak like way more Spanish or Greek than I can of either German or Polish. So what do you know? But anyway, Swampert against Diggersby, and Pokemon are so universal. I don't need to know what's being, I don't need to read what's being said on the screen. I can just kind of know what it is. That's a Seed Bomb. That's a Seed Bomb. These gusts are super effective. Pidgeot just completely walling Trevenant, one of the most dominant matchups in the game. Gonna gust it all the way down. Gonna go for the bait move, it appears, the Feather Dance. And, oh, opponent calls it. Very nice call by the opponent. Gonna have to shield this, right? I think you throw after one here. And now this Talonflame's gonna be just extremely debuffed. They kind of have to shield at this point. The problem is they're gonna be able to clear this debuff and save some energy, right? So they go for the Brave Bird. It doesn't do that much. But Swampert should be able to close this. Unless somehow the Talon... The thing, though, is the Talon, if it takes out the Swampert, it probably will faint to one Gust from Pidgeot. Yeah. So, yeah, even if it takes out the Swampert here, one Gust will register before the one Incinerate. Flame Charge does KO. But look at that, Pidgeot closing it out. Pidgeot MVP in that game. All right, Swampert versus Jump Bluff. Jump Bluff, pretty tough for Swampert, so going to get out of there into Shiny Crustle. And is met by a Canine. That's not a good answer to Crustle, so either the opponent's just super weak to Crustle or they made a misswap here. Oh my gosh, I am sorry. This trainer is running Rock Blast. Everybody, permission to freak out in the comments. I literally went through, I skimmed through to see the movesets on everything because I couldn't read. And I just assumed Rock Slide, but that is Rock Blast. You can tell by the amount of damage it did. Oh my god, what? Brave Bird? Brave Bird coming at the Swampert? Jeez Louise. But you're still fine. Yeah, it doesn't matter. New Pidgeot was the win con. Pidgeot's so dangerous, man, when shields are up. Especially when it's the last Pokemon, right? There's just nothing a lot of Pokemon can do. Before Reggie had Zap Cannon, Pidgeot would actually beat Registeel in the 2-shield, just straight Feather Dance. Because then you would be able to, like, take a couple of Flash Cannons after you debuff and shield. And those gusts just keep adding up. Going to shield here against the Walrus. This is just a spear. You can probably take this. Gonna decide to use both shields, which makes sense, right? Makes sense because if you can get your Pidgeot locked onto the Trevenant, you're automatically in a good spot. Going for the Rock Blast. I would think X-Scissor is more efficient, right? I think X-Scissor is a better move than Rock Blast. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments down below. But Trev gets a great farm, but all this energy just goes to waste against Pidgeot. And that Gust went through. You can't transfer anymore. So now it's a 2-on-1. And this Ninetales is not going to have a fun time. This is just a Weather Ball. Won't even KO. You can Brave Bird. You can Feather Dance Troll. You can do whatever you want in this situation. And you'll come away with the win. Brave Bird, bang! The Pigeon takes out the Fox. Who would have thought? All right, Swampert Mirror, Shadow Swampert on the other side. This matchup is going to come down to who wins CMP. Looks like you lose CMP, so it'll be interesting to see how he plays this out. Gonna shield the first. And now do you like catch the next on Pidgeot? Do you CMP again? Gonna CMP again. Debating whether he wants to shield and will shield the last second. So, in my opinion, you can't just stay in here and allow the Swampert to Hydra you again. Yeah, you gotta either dip out or like try and catch. Ah, Galv comes in. This isn't very good, but if they lunge, let's see. No, they discharge. Smart. So what do you do here? Do you like, I like this. I like this. You over farm on Swampert. Unfortunately, a lunge is still going to hurt here. Lunge is going to put you quite low to the point where, oh, they discharge. Okay. Lives the discharge. Lunge would have been really scary. And now it's tough for the opposing Swampert to come in, right? Because the opposing Swampert knows he's got all this energy. Opposing Swampert does come in. Is he weak to Swampert in the back? Hydro might KO from here. Bang. KOs. Oh, baby. Big Daddy Crustle. Brave Bird might KO, but then the town is going to be completely dry. And Swampert will get to a move here. Big Daddy Crustle loves the Talonflame matchup. Zero shield. I guess we just saw Talonflame win it because it got an Incinerate head start. But if they're even, that is one dominant matchup for Mr. Crustle. Swampert into Wiggly. I like this matchup a lot as Swampert because you're going to be able to get to 3 Hydro Cannons. So really the only way Wiggly wins that matchup is if it's willing to double shield. Lands the Sludge and then goes in Crustle. To be honest, I wouldn't have minded just seeing going straight into Crustle and saving that energy for later, but this is fine too. Oh wow, opponent actually lands the Water Pulse. Very nice. Nice recognition that he could farm down. Didn't bother, throwing a move. In comes Araquanid. That's surprising. But should be in a pretty comfortable spot here. Gets the shield advantage. That's pretty big. Pidgeot's going to wall this thing. So they kind of have to come in with Wiggly. They're going to throw a move. Not sure about that. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason to throw the Bubble Beam there. Gonna swap the Swampert. It's a little sketchy. Like, you could have considered Feather Dancing and then going, but this makes sense too. Oh, do you get there? Doesn't get there. So that becomes a little bit scary, right? Because now you kind of have to Brave Bird to get rid of this thing. But I guess you just build up as much energy as possible. And then you might only need to Feather Dance, yeah. But this is a little scary. Feather Dance, Gust down. These charms are adding up, man. These charms are adding up. But should be fine here. Bug Bites aren't going to do much. Very nice endgame. Despite it looking a little bit scary. Pulls it out with a shield to spare. And gets the win. Has the little... What is that? A fishing net? Like a fly catcher? I don't know. I like it though. Swamp vs. Ariados realizes he has 2 better answers to Ariados. So even though that's not necessarily a bad matchup for Swampert, I like the play of swapping in your Crustle here. And this is actually not a bad matchup for Crustle, right? Because the counters hit for neutral, rock bug typing, so those support each other. Takes the Body Slam. Can live another Body Slam here. Can live another. I'm not sure I like the shield, but it's fine because, yeah, no, this makes sense too. This is a fine shield. You get the farm down. I feel like shield advantage would have been kind of nice. But obviously hindsight's 2020. Swampert's going to come in here. Sludge Wave is really nice here. But it's a pretty neutral matchup, right? Even with Sludge Wave, I'd say this is like a pretty even matchup. Goes for a play rough. Gonna go for the Sludge Wave. Could have been a little bit better on the timing there. I think let in a free bubble. Sludge Wave lands, and that's gonna seal the deal. Sludge Wave landing through 2 shields is going to clinch this game because now Pidgeot can just sweep the Ariados. No need to shield here, in my opinion. Yeah, this is so over. Let's see what they have. They have like cross poison. No, it looks like lunge. Going for those debuffs. Doesn't really even need to shield this either. There's the cross poison. And just gonna gust down Azumarill. Impressive that the low health Azumarill actually lived that one gust. Shows how bulky he is. Alright. Conf begin. Battle starting. Struggle starting. Good lead. Swaps in the Crustle. Because he was just a tiny bit slow, I think Pelipper's probably going to be able to reach a couple Weather Balls here. So going to shield the first one. This is where Rock Blast comes in handy. You have a cheaper move that still threatens the Pelipper. They shield. Wow. They want to get off a second Weather Ball here. I think you do have to shield to maintain switch advantage. But going to let it go. Oh, wow. This is a little bit tricky now because now Crustle might be aligned with your Pidgeot. And Pelipper putting in work. Gets off another. With like invisible HP. In comes Escav. Okay. If you get the shield here, I think Pidgeot just sweeps. Or does it? Or does it? I guess if you switch right now, can probably get to that Brave Bird. Opponent was fairly quick. You have to commit to it. Gets it off before the Rock Slide. Wow. That's 20 turns versus what SmackDown would be, or Rock Slide from the opposing Crustle would be 18 turns. So yeah, I guess a one gust head start is going to allow you to get to that first Brave Bird first. Oh, one mud shot. G to the G. Wow. Lost switch. Things weren't looking great, but still pulls it off in the end. Very nicely done. Next opponent, Red Battle. Another Swampert Mirror. Last time we saw the Swampert Mirror, this trainer's Swampert lost CMP, charge move priority. So let's see if that's the case once again. Gonna shield the first Hydro. Since it's non-shadow on non-shadow, can tank it a little better. So here actually CMPs and realizes he loses CMP, but he has double. His opponent does not yet have double. He's still one ahead. Oh. Wait, what? And then the next one will be a CMP. So you're going to lose CMP. I think you just... Yeah. Wait, they're both at double? I lost track. The overfarms confused me. Of the Swampert energy. Okay, so they let it go. They take shield advantage. In comes... Oh, man, that Hydra would have been massive. And now this is kind of tough. I think you have to hope that they're soft to Pidgeot in the back. Otherwise, this is not looking good. That's funny. Body Slam is like the same word pretty much. Gonna go for the Rock Blast. Not sure if the opposing Vigoroth like doesn't have Bulldoze or something. Just going straight Body Slam. Gets a big farm down, so this is looking pretty rough because Vig's going to get to 2 Body Slams here, which might be enough to KO the Pidgeot, including the counter damage. In comes Pelly. And yeah, I think was probably better off maybe not committing the second shield. Because Crustle... If you let your Swampert go, you farm down with Pidgey. Your backline looks pretty solid. So I think going down a shield is what hurt the trainer that game. But obviously hindsight's 2020. Sometimes switch is really important. Sometimes you're better off just with like energy advantage and shield advantage. Once again, we see the Vig swapping into the Crustle, and even though you got a rock type against the counter user, like we talked about, not the worst matchup in the world. I can think of many worse matchups. Swampert versus Tropius is a worse matchup. And we see Body Slam coming through. Gonna get off another move here, and it looks like CMPs. This is like best case scenario for this matchup to play out. Gets both shields. Gets both shields from Vig. No reason to shield, in my opinion. And now maybe you just go for a Gust down. Shield once. No. Realizes the Swampert doesn't have much play against the Tropius, so going to use the Swampert to tank some energy here. I think this makes sense as well. Nice overfarm, because you do have that Sludge Wave to threaten the Tropius later on. Tapping to make sure Trope comes in, then swaps Pidgey. Up 2 shields. I don't even know what this is. This is where the German comes back to bite me. I'm like, oh, I don't need to read. Well, now I don't know what this is. It's a bug water type. You guys in the comments, I'm sure you guys know what it is. Educate me in the comments. Swampert versus Crustle. In comes Seadra King. Wow, that's a cool name. Kingdra. Gonna go for the Hydro Bait. Very risky here because it is double resisted. Oh man, that's the worst. Opponent makes the call. Not gonna shield. Does live and doesn't get debuffs. That's good. This will probably be lethal if it lands. And it does. So even though they called the Hydro, you still end up in an okay position here. Opponent going for the X-Scissor. You might be able to smack down here. Might be able to smack down. Smack all the way down. 1, 2, a 3. Go for the double X-Scissor. Very nice. This trainer has a habit of going for the Rock Blast in neutral matchups. Nice recognition to get off 2 X-Scissors here. Doesn't really matter, I guess, because there's a Pidgeot in back. But still, a still nice job recognizing that. And the opponent's like, yep, this game is over, and calls it a day. Thank you so much to this trainer, Pokejoni, for submitting me these battles. Very fun team, very fun battles. He was super excited, like I said, when I responded and said, yeah, I'd be down to shoutcast these. So I'm glad I could do that for you. I hope your friends enjoy the video as well. If all you guys watching enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new, comment down below. All comments are appreciated. And that said, thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.